just love that awkward few minutes at the very beginning of the video when you're trying to decide if the video is going to work or if you're just being crazy because it keeps spinning. So I'm just going to start oiling and I'm just going to assume the video is going. So we've got a clarity right now that I am putting on because I'm hoping to speak really clear so that you guys understand all the things that I'm talking and where my heart is coming from. So I want to make sure that's happening. I also want to remember all my notes. So I make sure I cover all the different things that I was thinking about. And then, of course, I'm grabbing my Frank. Like, anytime we're chatting, I have either put frankincense on or I'm putting frankincense on, doing all the things. Good morning, Miss Diane. Wonderful. That means it is working and it's going out to the internets. My kids keep teasing me because they keep saying, my internets aren't working. They're like, Mom, how old are you? And I'm like, old enough to call it the internets. That's how old I am. Anyhow, just doing a bunch of different things. I also am grabbing, what do I feel like? I think I'm going to grab some Peace and Calming. Get some Peace and Calming on. I didn't used to use this one very much. Well, I did in the very beginning, and then I completely stopped for a long time. And a few weeks ago, days ago, gosh, I don't even know, Brian was using it during some stressful time when our car broke, and the smell of that one in Valor, he was using it. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I just fell back in love with my Peace and Calming. So if there's some you used to love that you haven't used in a while, grab them. You might love them. Tell me what you are rubbing on. Good morning, Kim. Good morning, Samara. Yay, on here quickly. So we have so much to talk about. So first, I want to say that I'm doing the 1090 brand partner chats on my primary page because I think that more people see them. I think there's a lot of people that aren't in the 1090 group that are doing business that need to know. So I'm going to go ahead and do them here, and then I will share them in the 1090 group. If you're not already over there, that's kind of our business page. That's where we put all the business stuff. So you are welcome to join us in that group. It's open to everybody, Team Young Living. But for now, I'm going to continue doing them here on this page just so it's easier for you guys to find and easier to share, because this is kind of where I do all of the videos, even all of our health and wellness ones I do on this page, just again so you can turn around and share them. I don't do these classes for me, I do them for you, so I want them to be super easy for you to find and to be able to do. So we have that going on, and then just a reminder that we've got a couple of in-person events getting ready to happen that I'm so excited about. I love getting together in person with you guys, and there's 2 events in January. One is going to be in Michigan. It's an all-day conference that we have going on. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Great speakers, great topics. You need to get, so if you're anywhere in Ohio, Tennessee, all you guys, if you're 6 to 8 hours away, come see us. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Grab your tickets. At this point, if we need to go to a bigger venue, then I still have time to do that. So if you're thinking about coming, the tickets are only $15. This is a great gift to give to your team members. Like if you're looking for that Christmas thing, you can get a 10-pack of these and just bring all of your team with you. Come up, play with us. It's going to be a lot of fun, so make sure you grab your tickets. The other one is going to be in Florida. So for all my people down south, if you are 6 to 8 hours away from Venice, Florida, we're going to be there. It's an all-day conference. We've even got Royal Crown Diamond. Chris Offer is going to be there. Just so many amazing speakers, so many great topics. You guys need to be there. So wherever you are, come and play with us. Get it on your calendar. Go to ShannonHudsonYL.com and click on events, and then in-person events, and you can find both of those events. Make sure you come get us. I know I don't usually do commercials at the beginning, but I'm just so stinking excited to see everybody, and I want to make sure you grab your tickets so we can make some plans and have some fun. Both events will have a Friday night business builder, just cool stuff. So go in there, look at all the info, and do the thing. So let's talk. Today we are talking about overcoming excuses, and we are going to talk about the excuses that people make on why they might wait to get the products. People make when you're finishing enrolling them, and then they're like, oh, I don't know, and they've got just different things that they say. We call them lots of things, but in the end, they're excuses. But we're also going to talk about the excuses that you make for all the things. We're going to actually start by talking about the excuses that we make personally for our health. So I'm going to hit here, and I know typically when we're doing business calls, I keep it all business, but I really think that this is important to note that all of these excuses that we make, they roll into our health excuses as well. The reasons why it's the holidays, so, I'm not going to eat as well, or it's the holidays, I'm not going to do Those are just excuses. The holidays aren't a good reason to let yourself get wore down and get sick. So at least choose to do some basics. So let's say you know you're going to go to some parties and you're going to have some food you're not supposed to have. Well, at least make sure you're still doing your supplements, right? At least make sure you're still doing so what's your base? So for me, I think your base should be that you're always doing your 2 ounces an inch of red. That should be a non-negotiable for everybody, right? If you're on this call because you're a business builder, then you need to be on the juice. The juice is a foundational product that's going to give you the energy, the focus, the immune support that your body needs so you can do all the things. It's a lot of things to be out there building your business, right? So I want you to build you. So I think a foundational is your Ninja Rod. What are some foundationals for you that you're like, I have to do this every single day because these are the things that make me feel good? So what are your dailies? Mine are also Super B. You guys know I'm like addicted to Super B. If you are in a class with me, you're going to hear about Super B because I think it's just that foundational. It's the one that keeps the stress at bay. It's the one that helps my body handle stress. So when stress happens, because it's going to happen, I can handle it better. It's a $20 supplement that makes me feel strong. It makes me be nice to my family. When I don't have my Super B, my attitude is awful. I get moody. I get short-tempered. I find myself snapping and yelling at people over silly things, right? Super B keeps me balanced. It's the one. So it's foundational for me. So even though I'm busy, even though I might be doing other things because, it's that season, I make sure I get those. I also make sure I get my Master Formula. Now, listen, Master Formula is our multi-nutrient. Again, I know it's a business class, and probably you're going, Shannon, that's not what this was about. But it is. See, part of the reason we can't do all the things that we need to do is because our brain is flipped off. We are in procrastination station, and we stay there. Things like our Master Formula, our Ninja Rod, our Super B, they get us out of that procrastination and into action because all the things get flipped back on. This is a non-negotiable for me. And part of the way that I make these things be non-negotiable is I have habits. So I know exactly I'm going to walk into the kitchen. I'm going to make my red drink that has all kinds of oodles of stuff in it. But I'm going to make my Ninja Red and I'm going to drink my Ninja Red. I do that 2 ounces 3 times a day. That's what I happen to do. That's not what you have to do. You set your foundation. What are your non-negotiables? I keep these, like you just seen. I was able to pick it up off of my desk. I have a little bowl that I have these on in the kitchen, and I have these on in my office. So when I'm feeling stressed, I can take extra. There's nothing wrong with taking extra. When we do all of the things, sometimes we get stressed, so I've got extra. But every Sunday, this is how I make the habit. Every Sunday, we prep all of our food for the week that we're going to do. That's another class. But we also literally make all of our baggies of supplements. So my breakfast, lunch, dinner, and bedtime supplements go into baggies so that they're ready for me in an instant. I don't have to open 52 containers and get, what do I take at breakfast? What do I need at lunchtime? I make them ahead of time. I do that all on Sunday. I do that for myself. I do it for my husband. And back in the day, I used to do it for all of my kids. I would sit and I had muffin tins and I put all the pills in there, then I put them in baggies because I made it non-negotiable. The easiest way to overcome excuses is to create a habit of it, where it's just this habit of things that I just always do so that I don't miss it. So it's just a piece of it. One less thing to think about. Who needs to think about 1,000 extra things, right? So I make things habit so I don't have to worry about it. Exercise, y'all, movement. I'm just so excited, you guys. I can't even tell you. I am now 1.5 pounds away from my 100 pounds that I wanted to lose for this month. I have until January 1st to be able to hit it because for the whole year, I have 1.5 pounds right now, 1.5 pounds to be able to hit it. But I'm telling you, it is all these tiny little habits that became non-negotiable. So the exercise for me, I had to turn it into a habit. So I couldn't excuse it away. And part of the way I turned it into a habit is I would wake up in the morning, drink a little bit of water, go potty, get on my treadmill. Boom, right then. Because I knew if I didn't make it immediate, I would not get it done. It would get pushed to the side. So I literally made it the thing I did after I went pee in the morning so I wouldn't skip it. And the rewards of making that so high is seeing such a difference in my ability to do things this year compared to last year. Last year, we didn't go anywhere, do anything for Christmas. I was still so sick and so miserable. And the other day, I literally was able to go to this, it's Frankenmuth. It's like Christmas town, for real, in Michigan. And I was able to walk around and be outside and do all the things. And y'all, I'm going to write this in a thing. I fit in a booth at the restaurant. I have not fit in a booth in so many years. And when the lady led us to our seat and it was a booth, and I'm like, oh, I can't fit in that. And she said, yeah, you can. I'm like, oh, girl, I cannot. And I sat down. I literally cried because I was able to fit in the booth. I was able to fit in a booth. Like, I took a picture of the booth because, you know, and that might not be a big deal for you, but it was the habits that I created and letting go of those excuses of why I couldn't do the things. I'm just saying, again, I know this is not a health class, right? This is about overcoming your excuses, but this is how you do it, is you turn it into habit. And that even goes for your business. It has to become a habit that you are sharing with people. It has to become a habit that everywhere that you go, you are sharing Young Living in some way. I don't care whether you're using flyers. Like right now, we've got these cute little, I was going to bring them in. We got these cute little Christmas gift bags, and in the little gift bags, and they're just tiny. I have a ninja rod. I have a little thank you for what does it say? Thank you for helping us. It was so nice meeting you. And it has a link to my Young Living website. It's just a little thank you card. And then I've got some 92% dark chocolates that are in there. So they get anywhere I go. So the lady that took us to our seat, I gave her one, thanks so much for taking care of us. The people that wait on us, thanks so much. Everywhere I go, I'm handing these out. So it's got my info, it's got a little ninja rat, it's got a little chocolate, and then if it's a tipping situation, I tip. So it is habitual. There's no excuse for not sharing. Don't be like, I'm just too busy to share Young Living right now. What kind of a poppycock is that? You're already out there. Share with people. Say hello. Talk to them. And all of those little gift bags I'm giving out, I'm not having big conversations about the business with them. Nothing. I'm giving them a little sample, some Ninja Red. I'm giving them my little, it's kind of a business card thing that just fits in there. It's just convenient, and you can do anything in there. So you don't want to give a ninja red, you don't have to. Give a little chocolates, give you a little card. Do it, make it easy like that. You can do anything you want, but it's a habit. Your excuse, I can't share because, what's the reason? What's the reason why you can't share? You're shy? Oh, nobody wants to go out there and do it. We do it because there's a world of people that don't know. That's my thing. I figure the people that are looking, then it doesn't matter what I say. It doesn't matter. I can't do it wrong. Yeah, I've said this before and I'll say it again. You can't say the right thing to the wrong person. You can't say the wrong thing to the right person. The people that are looking, they're looking, and that means when you come along, you can be that person. So make it a decision that you are habitually going to make sure you're sharing. So the reason I told you guys 10 a day, and I don't know how many of you guys are actually sharing with 10 people a day, is because it will become such a habit. And doing it for 90 days, it's going to be just ingrained, and you're just going to do it every day no matter what. So if you haven't started your 10 a day, decide that I'm going to start now. Like, everybody's out and about. They're all happy. They're in good moods. Start with your flyers. Take them with you. Do you have them made? Have you taken the time to put your information on those flyers? Those flyers are super handy. You can use them for 1,000 different things. If you're doing vendor fairs, they're great to have because they break down different things. So you can have the hormone flyers. You can have the breathing and lung flyers. They're all on my website, and it has the products that they need, so you don't even have to figure out which products. It's already done for you. It's easy. And I just found out via one of my friends, Linda Roxbury, needed the Canva link to be able to edit some stuff for somebody else. And so I found out that I can make an actual template that I can share the templates with you guys. So all you have to do is click the template button and go in and edit it. So even if you don't have a Canva membership, you can go in for free and you can go in and edit them. So I'm going to go switch all of those flyers we made and add the templates for you guys so that you can just go in and do it. I don't know when I'm going to do it. We're doing lots of stuff. So I'll go on my list of things to do, but I'm working on it. So I'm excited about it. So that's your side. That's your side, deciding what you're going to do and then choosing to link it to something. Link it to something you already do. So let's say every Tuesday you go grocery shopping. At least choose that on Tuesdays you're going to talk to 10 people. You're going to give them a flyer, you're going to give them something, you're going to start a conversation. I don't care how you do it. You just do the things. I'm just saying. You can reuse bags you receive as well at no cost bags. See, there you go. All kinds of different things you can do. I'm trying to learn to be able to read your guys' questions, but I get so distracted. Shiny things, they distract me. All right, so now I want to talk about all of these things. So what are the excuses you get at the end when you're doing your spiel? You've told somebody about Young Living and they are there with you. They are loving it. They're like, oh my gosh, these smell so good. I'm loving them. And then you go to finish it. So the first thing that I have found when I'm chatting with people on how they're closing the sale is a lot of people forget to actually close. So you'll talk about the oils, you'll let them smell out the oils, you let them do all the things, but you don't close the sale. And the close is, do you want to get everything right now, or do you just want to get that juice right now? So that's a close. That's giving them the opportunity. Vicki offers is, let's get you some, right? Let's get you some. So you can use any phrase that you want. Karen Malone's was, what are you doing for your health right now? I think that's such a great intro to be able to say to somebody to make that transition. You're chit-chatting and literally saying, so what are you doing for your health right now? I think that's great. That is being able to walk right into that ninja rat. So there's lots of different ways that you can do it, but you have to actually finish what you start. You can hand them the application. Here, let's go ahead and get this ordered. My favorite is, do you want to start with everything we talked about right now, or do you just want to get whatever it was, the juice, the cleaner, whichever one it is? I find that's the easiest because it really opens it up. They can say, well, I really liked what you said about, and they can talk about a certain product. That's one of my favorite ones. So just learning to practice it. So let's say you're going to use that one. Do you want to get everything right now, or do you just want to get that juice? Do you want to get everything right now, or do you just want to grab that oil kit? Practice that. Literally say it to yourself. Say it out loud. Do you want to get everything right now, or do you just want to get those thieves cleaners we talked about? Do you want to get everything right now, or would you like to? Do you see how easy that is? It is not implying. It is just giving them that moment to go, what do I want? Do I want here's another good one. Do you want to get that big thieves kit we talked about, or the smaller one? Which one would you like to get started with? So they've got the big thieves kit, or they got the make a shift thieves kit. They can get either one. Did you want to get that big ninja red kit we talked about, or do you want to get the small one? Which one would you like to get started with? Because then they're the ones choosing financially what's going on, which is really who has to do it anyways, right? So giving them that opportunity, make sure, because I think what a lot of you guys do is you talk, you share, and then you hand them a pile of information like, here, take this home and look at it. Well, they didn't get their stuff. You didn't finish what you started. You got them super excited. They're like, oh, this smells great. And then you didn't finish. So if that's the biggest thing is you're not finishing it, there you go. You just have to find a way that it's comfortable for you. And I'm telling you, say it 50 times a day. Say that close. Did you want to get everything right now, or just that one juice kit? Did you want to get the oils and the juice, or did you just want to do the juice right now? See how all of those are giving them two options, and it's helping them make that choice. Which way would you like to go? So if you have questions on that, write them over there. If you have a way that you typically do that close, share that close with us, because maybe that will help other people that don't know how to do the close as well. Do you want everything right now, including a business opportunity, or just the juice? That's a great one too. Usually what I do with the business kit, because I love that too, is making sure they get that business. It's $1. So I usually at the end of the conversation, I say, now you're going to get a referral link, and you can either get credit or you can get cash. Which one did you want to get? Credit or cash? Almost always. It's cash, of course. Great. We're going to add on a business essentials. It's only $1. That way when you use that referral, that affiliate link, then you're going to get the cash for it instead of the credit. So I don't go big. I don't go in deep. I don't anything. They get to pick cash or credit. It works out really easy. And you can add that onto any order that they are placing. So thank you for that reminder. That's a great one. So here's some of the excuses that people tell me. People give them all the time. So I wanted to go over these and how I handle those. Because really that's what they are. When people are giving you all these reasons and they're hemming and hawing, they're excuses that usually there's an answer for. There's a reason why they said that, especially if they are breathing the oils and they're loving it, and you're talking and you're interacting and all those good things. Remember, if they're sitting down with you and you're going over all this stuff, it's because they're interested. That's the reason why they're there. They're interested. They want to know more information, and they are expecting at the end of it, they're going to purchase something, just like you do. If you go to a purse party or a home interior party or a Pampered Chef party, you know at the end of their their spiel, you're buying yourself some Pampered Chef stuff. Like, we know that. If you go in and you're talking to somebody about getting your hair done and you go through all that and they cut your hair, you know at the end you're paying for your hair. When you go grocery shopping, you know at the end you're paying for your groceries. It's the same exact thing when somebody is talking to you about oils. They know that there is a close at the end. So close it. Help them decide which one they want to get started with. That's going to make a big difference for you. But some of the excuses. So this is one of them. I don't know. These oils just give me a headache. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Now, is that all oils give you a headache? So this is how I would handle it. First, I'm going to ask some questions. I always want people to talk because then we can find out where we're going with this. So I don't know. I like them, but these oils just always give me a headache. Oh my gosh. Now, is it all oils that give you a headache? Has this been your experience? Did it just happen? Here, why don't you drink some water? Because what can happen? And then I'm going to go through the reason why that could be happening for them. I can also let them know we have a lot of things that aren't oils. So if those oils are bothering you, so I want to meet somebody where they are. I'm not going to fight with somebody. I'm not going to argue with somebody. Never. I'm going to meet them where they are. Oh man, that's awful. I'm so sorry. Here, drink some water. That's going to help get some of that out for you. But here, try. And I would give them a sample of my Ninja Rod. I would go there and I would come from a completely different direction. So instead of having to argue over the oils giving them a headache, probably because they have some detox going on, probably because there's some chemicals, and I'm not going to go deep on that, but I will tell them about the other hundreds of products that we have. We have a ton of other things that can be options for them. So I would switch over to the Ninja Rad and I would talk about how it's going to help detox and it's going to help with that energy and it's going to help with that focus and it's going to help with all the things. So I would make that transition. I would switch to something else for them instead of an argument or a fight or any of those things. I heard another company. So if I'm chatting with somebody about my oils and I'm telling them and they're like, well, I heard that XYZ company, and they start going off on this other company. I go, really? Oh my gosh, have you used them before? Yeah. Do you like them? What's been your experience? What about them did you like? Notice I didn't argue. I didn't say one bad thing about the other company. I let them tell me all they want to tell me about that company. And then I'll say something like this. Gosh, I don't know. I don't know anything about XYZ company, but this is what I can tell you happened for me. And then I will tell them all about I will tell 6 quick stories of stuff that I have done that has been amazing for me with Young Living. And why I love Young Living. It's so amazing. I was able to go to Ecuador and we got to go see our farms out there. And I got to go into the Palo Santo forest, which is absolutely amazing. Yeah, I don't know about the other company and their farms. I don't know how they work. I don't know because I haven't been there. But I can tell you, when I was introduced to Young Living, my life was radically and dramatically changed. I had this set of oils. I don't know about that other company, but these oils were put on me and literally in 25 minutes, my life was radically and dramatically changed. Yeah, I don't know anything about that company, but I can tell you our juice immediately. This is like the original happy juice, my friend. This gives you that energy. It gives you the focus. It gets through the brain. And when I'm on my Ninja Rad, I don't know anything about that company. I never try to compare to the other company. You know why? Because truthfully, I don't look into the other companies. I don't want to know about the other companies. I have no, I know Young Living. That's the only thing I can really talk about is Young Living, because this is what I find. If I try to push back against something, and now we're fighting. We're on the opposite sides, and we can get attitude happening. I don't want that. I want you to know, I will say things like, oh, that's awesome. Have you used their products? I love talking to other people that are already interested in health and wellness. Do you see the difference? Instead, I'm coming alongside them. I'm not fighting. I'm coming alongside them, and I will partner with them. And I'll tell you one thing that makes that completely different. People are so used to other people arguing and being combative, and they've heard bad things about us from that other company, and suddenly we're different. See, I always want to be different. I want to be that hope. I want to be that energy. I want to be that good thing that they just had. I want a good, positive experience, because negative experience will spread, and they will immediately be, oh, you're just like every other company. You're just like we're nothing like any other company, and I don't have to compare myself. And I might jokingly say, you know, it cracks me up. All these other companies, they're all out there. We've been around for so long, 35 years, and everybody's always comparing themselves to us, but we're kind of the ruler. We're kind of like what everybody else tries to measure themselves to, but that's amazing. So I don't fight with it. I don't try to make it a competition. I just go with me. And will some people still do the other company? Of course they will. But that's okay. That's free will. They were going to do that no matter what anybody said. You couldn't have fixed that. But I never get combative or we're so much better than them because, or did you know what they did? You know who they are? Psh, I don't need to do that. I don't need that. The truth speaks for itself, so I don't worry about that at all. How about, oh, I don't like to give my credit card out there. Then just have them sign up on the website themselves. Have them go ahead, because I usually do paper applications and I just hand them to people because that's just, I'm old lady, so it works well for me. But you can pick up the phone right then and be no problem here, and they can just order their stuff right there with you, and you can walk them through it so that they get the right kit or the right stuff or the right whatever they want to do. It's super easy. They can do that, no problem. That's not a problem for most people anymore. We're so used to buying everything online. It's not a big deal. Oh, I don't know. I think these oils are woo-woo and new age. I used to get this a lot. Back in the olden days, back in 2007, oils were new. They were woo-woo, and people were very unsure about them. So we used to get that a lot. I don't hear that a lot anymore. When I was asking people what the questions are that people get, that one came up. I don't think people are in that same place, but if they were, this is where I go immediately. I mean, oh my gosh, you know what? I used to feel the same way. I was really concerned about that because I never want to say or do anything that would lead people astray. I am a Christian. Front page, all the way to the end page, that word of God, I believe it's 7 days of creation, like hook, line, and sinker. I got you. And when I found out that essential oils were throughout the word of God, like mentioned hundreds of times, it gave me such confidence to know that we were supposed to. God wanted us using essential oils. It's just knowledge that was lost through the years. And I'm so grateful that I was able to find that out. And do some people that do Young Living do woo-woo things? Yeah, they do, but that's okay. That doesn't take away from what God intended for us to have. So, man, I understand. I agree completely. Again, notice that I'm coming on their side. I'm agreeing with them because I do agree with them. Are you kidding? That really was a big deal for me. So if you have people that's a concern, letting them know immediately that it's throughout the Word of God that we were supposed to be using essential oils. He planned on us using them. It's that lost knowledge that we have experienced. Oh, I just think they're snake oils. I just don't think they work. Listen, if you feel that way, girl, I understand. That's kind of how I felt too. They're weird snake oils, never heard of, all the different essential oils. I totally understand you. But you know what? Even if you don't care for essential oils, we have an amazing line of supplements that is absolutely phenomenal. Remember that juice I was telling you about? That Ninja Red? It is a powerhouse of superfoods. I want you to notice again what I did. I didn't argue with them. I didn't say, but they work. I'm telling you, there's science behind. Nope, because I don't need to do this. I don't have to. I'm going to come alongside you and partner with you. And I'm going to take you to something that you can agree with. That superfoods, Ninja Red is massive amounts of superfoods. All those berries that are in there, these are going to give you the energy, the focus, all of the things. So I don't have to, you don't have to ever, you can be in Young Living. Okay, ready? Take a deep breath. You can be in Young Living and not use essential oils. What? Yeah, buddy, you can drink Ninja Red. You can drink my Ninja Nitro that I'm addicted to. You can use Super B. You can use our supplements. You can take our Master Formula. Our Master Formula, like, you could build a business just on Master Formula. Do you guys know how good our Master Formula is? If you have not watched my video on Master Formula, it's amazing. It's all foods. It's broccoli. It's asparagus. It is tomatoes. It is food in the form. It's like we're the Jetsons. We have moved into the Jetsons with our Master Formula. It's amazing. So somebody can feel like oils themselves aren't their gig. They don't want to. They don't like the smell. It gives them headaches. All the things. That's totally fine. You can be in Young Living Essential Oils and just do our supplements. You can just do our skincare. Y'all, look how tight. Almost 100 pounds. And this is not sagging. It's not got that jiggle. Even these, I showed you guys. Okay, so there's a little jiggle still here, but y'all, our firming cream is hands down amazing. You could build a business just on our firming cream. That should be the gift that people are giving themselves this year, and you should be talking to people about it right now to be able to get it. I'm just saying. So you can build an entire distributorship and then not like oils. It's okay. You can also just use our oils. You can be like, no, I just like our oils. That's all I like. You do you. You can like 3 of our oils and you can still build a business. I'm just saying, we make it too dogmatic. You have to do it this way. You have to do this. You have anybody can do anything they want. You can do anything you want. Just choose to give them the options. Choose whatever their objection is, whatever their excuse is. You come next to them, partner with them, saying things like, oh my gosh, I agree. I totally get that. That makes sense. Absolutely. Then share your story. I agree. Let me tell you what I have found. I see where you're coming from. 100. All of those things. Do you see how you're just coming alongside them? It's just helping. People want to feel validated, and people are so used to everybody arguing. I'm just saying, we don't have to argue. We just don't have to do any of that. All right, what are some other things? They cost too much. Okay, so this is one that gets my little undies in a bunch because I always have a hard time when somebody says that. I don't get that hardly ever. And I'm going to tell you 2 of the reasons why I don't think that I do. But if someone were to say to you, they cost too much. Okay, so and what would be a cost-effective way for you to be able to get started with some of these you were playing with? That phrase, what would be a cost-effective way for you to be able to get started with some of these ones you were loving? So what I'm asking is, what dollar amount would you like? Like, is the $100 for the kid, is that where it's $100 for you? That's just too much right now? Because they can get started with a bottle of peppermint for $20. Right? So we have options. So that's one way that you can go about it. We also have the Vitality, so they can get a small peppermint. So we do have a whole lot of options, especially now that they can get started with absolutely anything. So they don't have to start with everything we have. They can get a bottle of fennel for $15. That is a life-changing oil. They're going to have so much more energy. They're going to, oh, that's a whole class on its own. You guys know how I love my fennel. So start listening to what they're saying, and then how can I help you? So what's a cost-effective way that we can help you get these oils in your home right now? Some of the ones that you really liked, like what is your picture? What are you thinking? Because sometimes I'll be like, well, I got like $60. Okay, $60. Okay, we can do this. Let's see. And then help them figure it out. Now, did you fall in love with the peppermint, or do you want to play with some of the juice? Do you want, what can we do? So you can help them. Because then now they told you, what's their dollars? Their dollar says $60. Okay, for $60, these are some of the options that we can do. You see how you didn't just say, they said it's too expensive, and you went, oh, okay. And you left them with nothing. We got to give them hope. They need to get a couple of drops of oil. I don't care how I get these oils in your hand. Let's make this happen. You see the difference? Those are little ways that you can go about it. You can still get them started, but here's something that will change it for you so you don't get people feeling that way. So one of the things that I do is I help people immediately to think about the world of people they know. So if I were sitting down with you and we were going over the oils, I just did a thieves class. So for those of you that were in the thieves intro, I talked about the different toxins and the stuff that's out there and why we have to change. People need to know why do I need to make this change? So I explain the why. I do it quickly. I give little bidbits of things that one of my biggest stories, and I know you guys have heard me share it before, was the little kid, the toddler that put their finger in the dish soap, the dishwashing detergent, and ate it, and it burned the mouth, the esophagus, and after several days, the baby ended up dying. That's a reason why we have to change the cleaners that we're using. Like, mamas don't know. I know I didn't know. I had no idea it was that toxic. My kids always were at the kitchen doing stuff with me, and that was an eye-opener to me that we can replace all of our cleaners with our thieves iron. Are you kidding me? So they have to have a reason. They have to know why they have to make this change, right? So I give them that. With the Ninja Rad, what is the reason? Because we need energy, we need focus, and we need our immune system to work amazing. Our kids need this. Everybody in your home needs 2 ounces a day, especially your favorite people. Ha 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 ha, right? So there's a reason. Why do they need the juice? Because they're going to feel their energy. They're going to have their clarity back. And they're gonna have their immune system functioning nice and strong and healthy. So I'm giving them the reason why. That helps because now they know why. The second thing that I do is I give them the picture of the rest of the world that needs it. Who else needs it? So when I'm talking about the cleaners, and I say, you know, people that have kids that need to know this information. They don't know that they can replace all the cleaners in their house. We've got an amazing kit for about $100. People need to know. Who do you know that has kids? In that conversation, immediately, it is no longer just about them. It's about other people they know. They think about their grandkids, they think about their nieces, their nephews, they think about all of that instantly because we put that picture in their head. See, people don't know they're supposed to tell people if we don't tell them they're supposed to tell people. So before they even bought a kit, I am taking them through that picture of who do they know? Who do you know that is exhausted and needs a little bit more energy? Who do you know that needs that immune system kick? I know we all know people. Your mama probably needs a little bit of energy, am I right? It's giving them that picture of the other people in their universe that need what we have. And what happens is by the time I'm closing the sale, so here, do you want to get that juice and the cleaner or just the cleaner right now? By the time I get there, we've already talked about some of the people they know that needs this. So I guess I do it in reverse. I don't get them their kit and then get them to talk to other people. I get them to want to tell other people, and then the kit is just a side note thing we have to do. It's just kind of how we end the process. Because I truly believe, maybe that's it. Maybe my belief system is so strong that there's a world of people out there that were in the same position I was in. I didn't know. I didn't know that we were supposed to feel good. I didn't know we were supposed to have energy. I didn't know that, I didn't know so many things. And I feel like if I don't tell them, who's going to tell them? Who's going to tell that next group of people? So for me, it is like that urgency to make sure that people find out. And so by the time we get to that ending part of let's grab that kit, do you want the big thieves kit with all the goodies, or do you want to start with the smaller thieves kit right now? Do you want to get the thieves kit and the juice, or do you want to get just the juice right now? Which one are you thinking? So by the time I get there, I don't get that. It's too expensive. It's just not the ending that I get. Sometimes people will say, okay, well, I can't do it with this paycheck, but I can do it on Friday. And what I do is I go, fantastic, go ahead and fill this out. Part of the reason I like the application, go ahead and fill this out, get all your information on there, and then just circle the date you want me to process this. Just circle the date. So that I've already got all the paperwork. It's already done. It's a done deal. And then after they're done filling that out, I go, now let's go talk to your sister. Do you think she would like to get together today, or maybe we can do it on Tuesday? So I'm immediately, who do you know? Let's go talk to your sister about that juice. You're so going to give her the energy. Oh my gosh, she's got all those kids. Yes, we got to get her this thieves. So I don't wait for them to get a kit. I don't wait for anything. I set the appointment to talk to the next people that they know right then, right now. Let's do this thing. Let's tell the rest of the world. So those are little bibbits that I do that help just finish and close the sale. And yes, there is a 24% discount. There's the 60% the discount that they get when they. I'm looking at Diane's question. I don't usually even have to mention any of that stuff. That's just ancillary. It just happens. It's just a side effect of it. I do have everybody click or check the box that says they're going to make their first order, their loyalty rewards. And again, people always say, well, if you do that, when do they find out that they've made a commitment for life? Listen, people know now. So loyalty rewards or things being ordered all the time. Amazon, there's a button. Actually, now on Amazon, when you go to order, it has the discounted price for having it where it's monthly before it has the regular price. So the discounted price is there. If you don't uncheck that, it's going to come to you monthly. People know. They know what that button means, so I don't worry about that at all. They figure that out. We go through, and I talk to my people constantly in that first month. So they know, and when their order's coming up, we're a week away, I say, are you going to throw your juice on there, or are you going to go ahead and get another oil kit? Do you need another one already? Which one are you going to switch it up for? So there's a casual conversation that changes it for them. And usually with that second one, I will say, oh, you know what? You're getting a free diffuser after this one because they sent you a free diffuser on your second loyalty rewards. How exciting is that? But again, it's ancillary because they've already started enrolling other people because we do that right up front in the beginning. So those are little things I do that help overcome their excuses as far as just helping them finish the process. I'm telling you, if you will get people seeing the picture of enrolling other people up front, and I don't say the word enrolling, I don't say, I've told you guys this 1,000 times, I never say to somebody, do you want to build a business? Never. I will say there's an affiliate link, so you can either get credit for product, or you can get cash. Which one are you going to want to do? That's at the end. When we're finishing everything, that's because I'm going to add that $1 brand partner kit on there. That's about the only thing that they're going to hear. And affiliate links are commonplace now. People know them. It's not weird. It's not awkward. They're totally fine with it. And most people are going to prefer the cash over product credit. So almost everybody is going to make that switch. So those are things I do. If you have other questions, if you have other excuses that you hear all the time that you want to chat about, put them in the comments. I read the comments for days afterwards and will answer questions. But those are the basic ones that I see that we have in there. So, all right, you guys, I went 40 minutes. I am so trying to go 20 to 30 minutes. I promise I am. I'm just too big of a chit chatter. All right, you guys, we will chat later. Bye.